While we continue with our coverage tonight of the President and Public Protector, we now discuss if Chapter 9 institutions have jurisdiction to probe President Cyril Ramaphosa's funding. To unpack this a bit for us, Sibongile Baloyi. Of course, Sibongile, this is the very matter that is before the Constitutional Court right now. Part of that jurisdiction is an issue that has come up already in legal arguments that have been advanced. Let's talk about what we already know about this jurisprudence.
Thank you very much, Cathy, and good evening to the viewers at home. It was really indeed a battle of the legal giants today. However, we must state that the jurisdiction of the public protector, it's really limited in terms of the legislation that governs the legal protector, the public protector as the body which has the jurisdiction, to protect public in cases of matters that involve public bodies. So looking at what happened today, Cathy, we can see that in as much as there has been a ruling in terms of what we call the EFF matter, wherein the powers or the jurisdiction of the public protector is known to be limited. However, in that case, it has shown very well that the powers of the jurisdiction of the public protector can be extended, in as much as we having legislation that governs that. So we have to look at the governing legislation, which is mainly the Constitution, Section 181, and also have to look at the Public Protector Act, which gives full details on how the public protector should govern itself and the powers that are conferred, and also the issue of the appropriate remedial action that the public protector can take or make.
Sibongile, one of the big questions that also seems to be being brought to the fore now is around political parties and the extent to which they are actually public entities, because another issue is whether or not the evidence, and as far as it relates to President Cyril Ramaphosa as a private citizen who was running for this election, receiving private funding under the auspices of this ANC campaign, can be held accountable as a state actor for what some of those donations may have been.
Thank you very much, Cathy. I think the arguments advanced by Advocate Newzroom in his close were very clear, that in as much as the president is a public figure and therefore political parties are public bodies. However, in every applicable, you must remember there's always a limitation. Therefore, looking at public protector can tap that space. To be quite honest and frank, with regard to the arguments that in as much as there has to be this, I think the president was very clear, and Advocate Newzroom put it very clear that in this instance there was no financial or personal gain by the president, and that the issue has been dealt with for Parliament, and therefore to say that there must be accountability on political parties, I think that was too much. And I think I also stamp the decision of the High Court in the matter was ruled much to say that those powers have to be in according to the applicable legislation.
All right, Sibongile Baloyi, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. Not a great line to you. The audio is simply failing us. She's a legal expert. Thank you for your time on News at Prime.